Hello, Sag. Welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. As always, welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Sag. The message could be for you. So feel free to take it however it resonates with you in your situation. Keep in mind that these are general and timeless readings. If you're wanting to book a one-on-one, my website information is down below in the description box. Just go ahead and subscribe your email there. That way, you will always get an email notification every time my availability opens up. You can also follow me over on Instagram. That information is also down below. I just post quantum physics, things like that over there, just things that I can't really post over here, all over on Instagram. So you guys can jump over there if you would like. And as always, thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you have supported the channel. Let's dive in here. Okay. All right. Look at this. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting one because we've got, it's either 2 or 3 energies. For my sanity, I will stick with, I don't know. I mean, I initially want to say this is you. Of course, I don't get caught up on gender, but mainly because of the fire energy. So King of Wands energy. That could be you at this time. But you could be a leader. You could be very accomplished, very confident, warm, understanding. Yeah, just kind of getting this vibe. And then we've got a King of Swords energy coming in. So this could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It could be a particular person who's very confident, articulate. They're very witty. I'm getting with this person. Very intellectual, honest. And we have the Magician card. For some reason, I want to put it like this. I don't know why. Very interesting combination. See, this is why I love the freaking cards. Like, you just don't know what you're gonna get with the combinations here. So I guess I did that because Magician can be Gemini, Virgo, and then we have the air thing. So I do feel like you could be interacting with another person here, very mature. And then we have the Judgment card. So you might be moving into a new energy, possibly. It could be that you're feeling the significance of like a new purpose. Something is coming up, and now like you could be having a conversation with a particular person. This could be someone that you collaborate with. It could be a friend. It could be a romantic partner. I don't know who it is, but it could be someone here that I think that you trust them. I mean, the Magician card, it could be that this person is very magician-ish. This could be a very intelligent human, possibly manipulative. Okay, it doesn't have to be bad. This person is, look, strong willpower, manifesting, intuitive, talented, intellectual. Again, intellectual. The shadow side can be trickery, self-doubt, deceptiveness, stagnant, and insecurities. So I do think that this is kind of like what's going on the other side of this person, whoever you're dealing with. Not to say you're like perfect, but which way am I saying this? Oh. How very interesting. Okay, I am going to take it this way. So there's the Pride card here. I do think it's this person. Someone's pride has been wounded, or this person is too prideful to really reveal very much. And I think that there's an awareness because you're Sagittarius. You rule the 9th house, which 9th house is all about higher knowledge, access to higher learning. 9th house is like tons of different things. It's very much so the mind to me, okay? Or access, the way that you access different realms of consciousness, if you will. you have a transition that's coming up. It could be in your interactions. The fact that there's this 3 card, which I find really fascinating, it could be that there's a transition happening in like a possible group situation. So there could be something here where things are naturally pushing you in a direction of a new ambition and purpose. And with that purpose, there's a restructuring happening to who maybe you've been dealing with, possibly. Okay. Because what came up there? Something came up with this magician energy that I feel like maybe you saw some pride in this person. Oh, I'm getting you might feel maybe some disappointment with someone. 7 of Cups. The Hermit, the 10 of Wands. How very interesting. Okay. So I'm going to put this on the top. There's this interesting connection all across the energies. Because remember I was saying Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This is Virgo, Gemini. And now you've got the Hermit card, which is Virgo. I don't know if any of those are players. I would just say in general, like you could be deep in introspection about a particular person or interaction. Okay. Or maybe even something that came up recently. I don't know if it's the best thing. This pride feels pretty intense, maybe. Okay. This is a Pride and Prejudice kind of reading. I don't know. But I am getting this, like, you could have felt, here's this 3 of Swords energy. And then you've got the 4 right next to it. That could be a health issue, or that could be a particular person. Someone doesn't care. There's like a thing about like a health issue, or it could be some type of betrayal or something like that. But there's someone who just like is apathetic. They don't care about this thing. Maybe as much as you care. Because I'm getting a lot of like determination and like fire and things like that are coming possibly from you. Okay, so here's 10 of Wands at the bottom. Just bear with me for a second. 7 of Cups. I love that 7 of Cups. So this is like, yeah, it can be head up in the clouds. Sometimes this can be procrastination, but it's funny that I said your mind, and you're like going up within. Maybe it's your imagination, but there could be something here where you're like trying to pull a reality in, or you're trying to access something. Maybe it's tied to, like, you feel like it's time to move into something new, a new direction, because you're realizing that maybe something affects you. Also, for some of you guys, I'm getting a little bit of, like, transference, okay? Some transference of energy that could have happened. Maybe you didn't realize it affected you as much. Like, you could have been like, oh, this will be fine. And it could have created like a little bit of a split within you, the 3 of Swords, like a little bit of like a fragmentation. And whatever that has happened, like now it's made you kind of like maybe not caring so much about what you used to really love and feel passionate about. I don't know what that is about. A lot of fire energy. Okay, so interesting. What? Okay, so I'm going to take the 6 of Cups next. It's the 7 of Cups right there. This is really fascinating because look, so there's a little bit of like you're trying to access certain things, and it could be that like there's certain things that are happening right now, and to your awareness you could be seeing an interesting connection to something specific that happened in your past. Does that make sense? Because that 6 of Cups can be like a nostalgia, or it activates a past memory. Okay, you have all this stuff about the 6 and cups, 6 and 7 of cups. There's an emotional activation that's happening within you, and this is kind of like the past is resurfacing in some way, and you're like really paying attention to this because maybe you're feeling like somehow you see a significance to it, that it's like you're like, okay, I'm in a pattern. You have an awareness. That King of Swords also can be clarity and awareness, which is something that you could be embodying right now, is like a lot of just mental awareness about what is going on around you and the relationships that are coming towards you, interactions, things that remind you a lot of what you've dealt with. And there's a new purpose that is brewing from this whole situation, right? So there's a memory activation right there. And then here's the Strength card, which kind of makes sense because it feels as though there's the courage, or this could be a fear that was created and you didn't even realize it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, that's kind of what I see happens is you go into things, you decide to ignite some things, and you could go bigger and more broad than where you currently are, but that's the breakage point. You need to kind of like work through a fear, and it could be something that was created in the past that's kind of like built up a lot of your patterns and behaviors, and even the way that you communicate. It's like in the autopilot that's kind of driving you at this time. And it could be that now you're at this level of awareness of maybe seeing a particular pattern that's been playing out, and now it's going to require like maybe you like you can't really go to this thing that you've been doing any longer, because you could have been just going to, okay, this is what I'm used to, I'm comfortable with it, I'm familiar with it, it's ready to be done. 10 of Wands. For some reason, it turns into a karmic burden. You know what I mean? Like, it really puts some kind of weight on you. This could be that you're dealing with tons of different energies. 7 of Cups can be like tons of different things. And then it could be that you remember like, oh, shiz, I remember why I didn't do that before, because it's like this comes back around. But it's like you have these burdens that you have to carry that maybe make you feel stuck. And so 3 of Wands is typical. There's like a thing coming in towards you. This is the Law of Attraction card, whatever. It could be something that's coming in that's at a distance from you, that could be the direction you'll be moving in. Okay, but yeah, there's an attachment here. This is hilarious. Okay, yeah, you have the Devil and the Wise One, which is interesting because I do think there's a codependency here. Okay. And then there's the Wise One, which could be a guru or a spiritual leader, maybe even someone that you look up to in some way, shape, or form. Some of you guys also could be that. But I'm seeing here there's something that you're attached to. Could bring up some pride and ego, which is hilarious, but there's this new thing that's being grown. Huh. This is a really cool card. So you see this Ace of Pentacles, how you have like a root, something that you produced, and now you can expand more. Like, I keep getting just this expansion. You can move into this expansion period, but there's a little bit of a fear that's coming up towards that. And that's natural. Like, this is just what we deal with as humans. Being human is so weird. So, yeah, I'm just seeing like, whatever you've created here, it's stable. It's kind of immovable. You know you can rely on it. It's always going to be there for you to go to fall back on. But you might be doing some different things, like trying out some different avenues or some ventures, like how to deal with things, because something keeps coming in and there's an energy transference that happens that like affects you deeply. 3 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. And you might, like I said, you might not have been aware that you were like taking on these energies and they were kind of this is like you find a way to release it. That could be something that you're having to dive into, is ways to release the energy, because that could be that you're taking on other people's burdens and stuff. So you might start doing some exploring and going outside of what's been familiar to you, okay? Just doing something completely different. I would go maybe do some exploration. This could be a trip or something that could come up. And I would also say that, this 3 of Wands. I do see in the mind, like, you might still be grasping onto a particular thing that's causing a little bit of pain in your energy. So sometimes I have done this. If I know I'm too attached to something and the fear of losing it, I will try to let it go. I know that's easier said than done, because some of you guys might legit be dealing with children or things like that. And that's legit. You know, obviously you can't really get rid of them. So yeah, I'm seeing here the wise one could be an energy coming in with possibly some wisdom. Okay. And it might be, some of you guys, it could be your guides or something, like universe is coming in, trying to intervene in this situation, trying to kind of like help you out. I don't know, we'll see. Something new is coming out here. I can see it with the Judgment and the Ace of Pentacles. So you might be in this transition period. It's uncomfortable, and I get it. This is like you typical facing your fears. So let me dive into the extended. We'll see whatever else wants to come out. If you guys want to join me over there, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link. I'll see you over there. But Sag, if this is where we leave things, I'm sending you so much love. Wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you in your next reading. Take care.